Alright, fishy folks, and happy fishy day to you. Guys, before we get started, do me a favor, go ahead and obliterate that subscription button. Gently boop the notification bell. And check out michaelsfishroom.com, where hopefully, if I get my act together, there will be 2 new strains of guppies and a new strain of pleco up there. Red snakeskin guppies, flamingo guppies, and lemon drop plecos. So check that out. Alright, today's video is going to be a re-release of the fish store tour I did Fishy Business in Michigan about 4.5 weeks ago. If you watched that video, you know I wasn't happy with the store and I called it a disaster. I got a lot of hate, I lost a lot of subscribers from it, but I ended up taking the video down, not because I thought it was unfair, but because the woman that was running the store, and I'll explain her situation in a minute, asked me to take it down because her kids were in the video. I filmed her kids by accident. They're, I don't know, young, 3 or 4 years old. She didn't want her kids on YouTube, and I thought that was a fair enough reason, being a father myself, so I took the video down. I've since learned from her she was 9 months pregnant. She was having contractions that day and working, and her babysitter canceled when she needed her most, and so she had to bring her kids to the shop. And while that all sucks, I don't think it impacts the situation in the store. So if you saw the video, you know I thought it was a disaster. I counted, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7 dead fish. And then I did the intro to the video in the car as soon as I left the store, because I was pretty emotional. I wanted to capture that on film, because I like to keep it real, right? And so as the video was released and things progressed on Facebook, I got a lot of hate, and somebody said they saw like 10 dead fish. And that's what I went with in some comments. And to tell you the truth, I went back and watched the video today about 5 or 6 times. And I only counted 5 dead fish. A couple really sick fish, but 5 dead fish. Now, a couple of friends of mine said they saw like the whole rainbow tank looked like it was sick, and there were some other fish that looked really skinny and sick. And I'm not a smart guy, so I didn't realize, or I didn't know, or I didn't see it because I was just filming for YouTube. So watch the video, make your own judgment about the store, but here's the deal. There were at least 3 fish that had white fuzz on them. That means they were dead for 2 or 3 days in the store. Now, that to me is unacceptable. Every store I've ever been into, for the exception of most stores in Japan, I see at least 1 dead fish. It happens when you have 100 tanks, or 200 tanks, or 50 tanks. You're gonna have a dead fish every now and again. I get it. But these fish seemed to have been left in the tank for days. And that's what upset me. Now, the person who I thought was the owner of Fishy Business, his name is Chris. Chris used to work for a gentleman named Dale Ernst. Dale Ernst is pretty well known in the pleco breeding community, and he was the reason I was doing store tours. Tom from Team Aquatics suggested I go see Dale's shop, which I did do a store tour on, and that'll be coming out probably next after this one. But coincidentally, and I swear on the life of my kids, I had no idea, Chris, who works at Fishy Business, the store tour I did, used to work for Dale, and they no longer work together for a couple years. And so Chris thought that Dale put me up to making a bad video for the shop, and Dale had nothing to do with it. I had never met Dale to this day. I have spoken to him a few times on social media, but I've never actually spoken to him in person, never met him in person. Now, a lot of the people in my circle of fishy friends know him and know who he is, but I've never met him. So there's history between Dale and Chris that I didn't know about. Really, I swear I didn't. I walked in cold to the fish store, as I always do. I don't believe in calling ahead. And I did a store tour, and that's that. So, fishy folks, here's the re-release of the store tour of Fishy Business. If you've already watched it, you know, feel free to watch it again and see what you see. And if you haven't watched it, just be aware there's definitely some dead fish and some sad stuff in the video. So, let me know in the comments below what you think, and yeah, we'll see you later. Alright, fishy folks, we're here in Michigan, near Detroit. And I did a store tour, and I just left the store, and I'm in my car filming now because I'm shocked. The amount of dead fish you're gonna see in this video. It's shocking, seriously. Like, every now and again you see a dead fish and you're like, oh man, that probably died last night, they didn't see it, blah blah blah. There had to be 6 or 7 fish with crust on it. Like, so if you don't want to see dead fish, just play it and don't watch it. But I got to get the view, so make sure you play it, right? Seriously, I mean, look at me. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Grab a snack and a beverage and get ready for disaster. Stand by. All right, fishy folks, I'm here in Farmington Hills, Michigan at Fishy Business. Premium freshwater and saltwater tropical fish. Now, when I went inside to make sure they were open, because you see the open sign isn't on, the manager told me they are actually redoing the store, so it's kind of a disaster. And I said, who cares? Let's take a look anyway. So when you walk in, they have a little section of food, and the baby's crying, and some wood, and a used tank section, some food back there, the kids. All right, let's take a look. Got some frozen food, or not. I guess that's the refrigerator, eh? Got some frozen food. All right, so it looks like the shells are relatively new. Some interesting fish. Everything is labeled pretty good. Looks like manual water changes and sponge filters in all the tanks, of course. And when you walk in, you do see this big gold Giardini. Good looking arowana. Tank should probably be a little bit longer, but what are you gonna do? $400, not bad. All right, I mean, they got your standard African cichlids, and there's some tetras and some plecos. I did not see any guppies when I looked, but I didn't really look that hard. I was kind of walking around waiting for the manager to finish. Looks like there's a nice pleco in there. Some small rams. Oh, gold nugget. $60, that's not bad. And then a lemon drop pleco, it says, but nothing else is in there. Some assassin snails. Got some tannins. Dumbo betta. Looks a little skinny. Alright, some more bettas and tetras. Some swordtails. Looks like these are 10 gallons stacked a long way. Some platies and mollies down low. They got some hardscape downstairs. Black Moscow guppy. Not bad, actually. Mostly females. In fact, I didn't see any males, but that's okay. Albino longfin pleco? I don't see. Albino bristles in here, and the betta. I don't see either. Alright. Got some mollies. Some rainbows. Those mollies do not look great. Just your standard stuff. Now, what I think is really cool about this is a lot of the tanks are these 30 breeders. So, you know, down here you have some plants, which is, if you remember 1,000 years ago in the fish room, I had a 30 breeder until I broke it. And I was trying to grow plants for profit, but I suck at plants, so. Some decent looking angels over here. There's a guppy in there, it looks like. And some snails doing some funny stuff. So here are some more 30 breeders, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 15 of them. I know my friend Karen Haas is looking for a 30 breeder. Karen, I can't bring it back for you. I'm in Detroit. All right, so here are some monster fish or big tanks. I think these are 125s. There's a little hurt fish down there. Not really sure what the story is. Big Oscar. I'm fine. All right, there's another I guess there's 4 125s with cichlids, big caves, for all you cichlid folks. There's a nice pleco. That thing is nice. Looks fake. Flake foot only. Okay. Alright, so we have the glowfish, some bella sharks. This looks, says it has a lot of plecos in it. There's a couple. And a blue or green phantom or royal. Got a floater. QT though. Okay, alright. I'm okay with that. Black angel not for sale. Gold veil angel pair, 60 bucks. Alright. I like the 30 breeders. Small angels. Got some gold dust mollies. Black and purple vampire crab. Somewhere in there. Barbs. Creepy rainbows. Breeding angel pair, 45 bucks. So this is pretty cool. Figure 8 and green spot puffers, and right on the tank it says brackish. That's pretty cool. So they strategically have the glass over where the tube for the sponge filter is. That's cool. All right, we're back to 10s. It says black ghost knife. I don't see, oh, there he is, hanging out in the back. They're cool looking. Datnoid. Elephant nose all the way in the back. I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff here. Not your standard everyday ordinary stuff. Like I said, they said they're redoing it, so the floor's got all this plastic on it. I don't know what the deal with that is. I guess this is live rock. I'm not really sure what the story is here. Some more used tanks. 29 gallon with a lid for 30 bucks. That's not a bad deal, to be honest. 20 longs, 40 bucks. That's not a great deal, but whatever. So here we have their saltwater section, I guess. And of course, some reptiles. There's a beardy. His name is Sarge. Say hi, Sarge. Hi, Sarge. Little tiny clownfish. Soon. I will have a tank soon. Another clownfish. Small red-tailed cat. QT ick. Give Matt credit when it's healed. Wow, that fish is jacked up. Rio Mag Umbies. African puffer. Say hi, African puffer. Hi, African puffer. Alright. So, that's like the third dead fish I've seen. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Scott, aren't those for you? Trimax? I've heard you talk about them. I don't know anything about them, but I think they're yours. All right. Red Dragon Flower Horn. Oh, man. He doesn't look like he's done good either. Oscars and green terrors in the same tank. Purple Donkey Kong Flower Horn. Very rare. $16. $11. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, more 30 breeders with some discus and some goldies. I don't really know that there's much else to show here, guys. It's feeder guppies. Yeah. Goldie pleco, 300 bucks. Looks like it's got spots. L253 Royal Sunshine Pleco, Black Goldie. And they have, like I said, they have some rare stuff. Quite a few dead fish as well. You know, if there's one little neon or one cardinal, whatever that was, all right. But there's some big fish that are dead here. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's bad. What are you gonna do? All right, got some more cichlids, more 30 breeders. I think I'm pretty much done here. It's kind of shocking I'm without words, but to be honest, I'm without words. Soft shell turtle's kind of cool. All right, guys. Disaster fish store done. Hiya, fishy folks, and happy fishy day to you. Guys, before we get started with today's video, do me a favor. Go ahead and obliterate that subscription button if you haven't done so already. And tell all your friends to do that. Go ahead and boop the notification bell so you know when I release a video, that's release a video. Hiya, fishy folks, and happy fishy day to you. In today's epic, I have no idea. This is literally the 15th time I'm trying to film this intro. It's hard, it's difficult. Maybe I should write stuff down. No, it's not gonna happen.